India leads the world in digital payment volume, using UPI for even the smallest transactions. Yet, despite this massive shift, the total amount of physical cash circulating in our economy is actually growing at a record pace. Cash remains the primary tool for survival across rural districts, informal sectors, and millions of small businesses that depend on physical currency to keep their operations moving every day. This unyielding demand for physical bills creates an escalating problem for the Reserve Bank of India, which must spend billions of rupees just to keep enough notes in circulation. This chart shows the annual cost of printing our currency. Between financial year 2024 and 2025, that printing bill spiked from 5,100 crore to an astonishing 7,300 crore rupees. Maintaining our current reliance on these specific paper notes is locking the economy into an escalating, recurring financial drain that grows more expensive every year. The root of this expense is the material itself. While most people assume our money is printed on wood pulp, Indian banknotes are actually composed of fragile, cotton-based paper. That cotton acts like a sponge. It absorbs sweat, monsoon moisture, and dirt, leading to rapid structural decay. Because these bills degrade so quickly in India's humid climate, the central bank is trapped in a relentless cycle of withdrawing and replacing them. To understand the scale of this waste, consider that in a single year, the RBI had to pull and destroy nearly 24 billion soiled, unusable notes from circulation. As long as we print wealth on a material that physically dissolves in our climate, this multi-billion rupee replacement cycle will never end. To solve this, the RBI is looking at a structural upgrade, swapping out cotton for an advanced plastic polymer known as BOPP. Its smooth, completely non-porous surface naturally repels water, dirt, and bacteria, making the new notes completely immune to India's intense humidity. This chemical resistance gives polymer notes a working lifespan that is 2 to 4 times longer than current paper money. The physical properties of plastic allow for security features that fragile cotton fibers simply cannot support. The material allows engineers to embed precise transparent windows, microprinting, and complex optical holograms directly into the bill, making it nearly impossible to counterfeit. Polymer technology converts currency into a durable, industrial-grade tool designed to withstand decades of heavy circulation without falling apart. But this transition is not an instant fix. Moving a massive economy to BOPP requires an enormous upfront capital investment. Right now, manufacturing high-tech polymer notes is significantly more expensive per unit than printing the standard cotton paper we use today. Then there are the physical handling differences. Polymer is inherently slippery, sensitive to high heat, and much more difficult to fold than a traditional bill. Because these new notes slide and stack differently, every ATM and cash handling machine in the country will have to be taken offline and mechanically recalibrated. The government must fund massive public awareness campaigns to educate citizens on handling the new money, preventing the panic seen during past currency changes. The short-term reality of this polymer upgrade is a logistical nightmare and a severe shock to the nation's financial ledger. So, is absorbing this massive upfront logistical shock and financial toll actually worth the investment for the Indian economy? This chart shows the long-term math. Because polymer notes last 4 times longer, the annual recurring costs of printing and destroying bills will eventually plummet. Once the break-even point is passed, the economy enters a state of permanent compounding savings. We have clear proof of this working. Over 60 countries, most notably Australia, have already successfully rolled out an entirely polymer-based currency system. The lesson from the Australian model is that success requires a slow, deliberate, phased rollout region by region, rather than an overnight shock to the entire system. And once their long lifespan is finally over, these polymer notes can be recycled into other industrial goods, unlike soiled cotton paper, which must be destroyed. Even as digital transaction volume continues to set records, cash remains a vital economic pillar for hundreds of millions of people. Absorbing a heavy cost today secures a durable and significantly cheaper cash infrastructure for the future.